Hello everybody, this is Burgback coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. In this matchup we'll be showcasing ThisIsJimmy, spawning as the purple Terran in the bottom right hand corner, and he will be going against Sheth in the upper left hand corner. A TvZ on Kulas Ravine. A very big map here for both players, especially for a 1v1. A lot of places for them to take housing here on the map. Definitely a lot for Sheth, being a Zerg player, can easily expand and go around to different places. And a nice little commentary here between Jimmy and Sheth in the chat dialogue. We see Jimmy starting to get ready to wall off here. And if you missed this talking in here, they were just basically talking about not cheesing each other early on here in the game. And we see Sheth starting to go out with his overlords, starting to scout out as he sends a second one out as well. And Jimmy putting that one supply down and starting to wall off with a Rax as well. Seeing Sheth put down his spawning pool at around 14 rather. There's a lot of room here to expand. Definitely look for going for this upper expansion here and the expansion here early on. The same goes for Sheth over here, probably looking at going on this upper expansion. Very vulnerable here if he would go here first. We'll speed it up just a little bit here. And we see that Jimmy is going around and starting to scout for Sheth. Starts up in the upper right hand corner and sees that there is no Zerg here, so he'll probably be going around to this area next to make sure to see if Sheth spawned in the upper left hand corner. Very long rush distance here on this map for both players. We do see Jimmy is starting to come up close to Sheth's base, and Sheth has sent out some Zerglings to go scouting. And he has seen Jimmy's SCV, and the SCV trying to get in to scout as much as possible. Will he see anything? He does not see anything except for Sheth's main base. We go up here again. Yeah, he doesn't see anything. That Roach Warren goes down after the scan, or after the CV went down. Does not see the spawning pool, but you know, he sees Zerglings. He definitely knows there's a spawning pool there. Reaper is out, causing some harassment, but it looks like these Zerglings will get the better of it. So that Reaper does decide to run off. Another Reaper coming in, so the other Reaper decides, hey, let's have a party. But those Zerglings are already on their way back. So those Reapers decide to take over that tower and run away right away. Do see an Overlord coming up here, probably getting up to this upper area just to keep an eye on things. Reaper's taking that other tower just to see what's going on. And they decide to go up towards Sheth's base. All the while, there is an Overlord here coming down south to check out things. Reaper's up here, and it looks like Roaches and Zerglings ready to push out from Sheth's base. All the while, Sheth takes out an extractor that was morphing in. And we'll look down here in Jimmy's base. He does have a factory down here with a tech lab. So maybe we'll see... Oh, but we do have an armory coming down, so we'll probably be seeing some Thors coming in as well here. Some early Thors in this matchup. Putting a bunker in here as well. Definitely keeping that here to wall off. These Reapers still up here, looking to harass. And these Roaches and these Zerglings trying to go through will take out that supply depot. But decide to pull out a little bit just because they are not going to be getting through that wall off. And the whole time here, these two Reapers having some fun here on the high ground. We do see a Thor being made now. And a starport with a medvac being made as well. It looks like these roaches decided to tower. These roaches here starting to take down that wall. A spire is being produced. Right there, and Jimmy does see that being produced from that scan that you saw. Reaper's deciding to push back a little bit, since they know that those roaches will be taking down those rocks. So we have roaches down here, roaches up here. We do have a queen boosting as much as possible. That spire taking a while to make. And a marauder just starting to take out some rocks all by itself back here in Jimmy's base. And that Thol is still on the way. Another marine now coming out of Jimmy's racks. Looks like he's focusing more on those rocks than anything right now. Expansion now coming up for Sheth up here on the high ground. Very good spot because it is blocked by these rocks, and he does have a roach on this tower to make sure that he can see anything that's coming in here. Metabolic boost also coming up for Sheth, for his little lings, so they can be speedlings and go as fast as humanly possible. Also has 4 mutas on the way. Another Thor on the way here for Jimmy. These rocks halfway down. Looks like both are pretty much... Oh, look at that! I did not see that. A Thor coming up here to harass a little bit, but getting hit off and deciding to run for it. I do apologize for missing that. And we see it hightailing out of there. Those mutas definitely catching up. Looks like he drops it off and starts going to town on those mutas. Does have the high ground, and nothing able to hit it from there. Decides to send his whole army back, and we now have another Rax and a command center coming up here. Probably going to take that area, especially since he's taking those rocks out. I would wager heavily that he would be taking that out. Looks like Sheth starting to take out some rocks up on the northern part here, and just sending those mutas out to go scout. And as we see here, we do have 2 Thors up on the high ground with 1 medvac. Probably going to send another medvac here to be able to pick up both of them at the same time. We do have another rack, so we're going to have a total of 3 racks up. Looks like we're going to go a heavy ground army here for Jimmy. Bringing in that other Thor. Taking out that one Overlord that was out there scouting. And again, we see massive macro building up here on both sides. Massive being, 83. Burrow is being researched as well, which should be very interesting in this game. Especially if Jimmy doesn't have anything to see it. No tower, no turrets or a Raven out. Stimpack is being researched here, and it looks like Sheth is starting to take out these rocks on the northern part of Jimmy's base. Slowly but surely, he will be taking them down, and Jimmy sees that and starts bringing up his army to get ready to take advantage of them being on the low ground here. Those Thors starting to take out little Zerglings down to the base. We see over here on the left side that Sheth is going for that gold expansion. Sheth deciding to regroup here. We do see missile attacks being researched for Sheth as well here.